Hi, I'm Sylvan McKenzie. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I'm going to show a mini album that I made for my sister-in-law for Christmas. My brother is in a band and, well, he's a rock star. So I made her an album because, well, she goes to every single concert and she's his biggest supporting fan, so I think she deserves it. I actually cut out the guitar shape myself. Let me see if I can zoom out just a little. It's not the whole guitar because this part would not have been very stable. But on the front, this is actually a little magnet that I found. And I just took the magnet part out and hot glued it down. I used the Rockstar stack paper. I made some flowers out of some of the matte stack. These weren't actually in the Rockstar 8x8 pack, but they were in the matte stack, and I love this paper. And I cut out one of the little guitars and adhered it on top of a tulle rose that I made, which I used a pink Sharpie marker to tint pink and added a pink leaf. A white star paper clip, slid in the back, and then I made a little banner for the title and added 2 little music stickers and did in glitter Rock Princess. So that's the cover. The next page, hold on just a second. Okay. The next page I kept fairly simple. I crisscrossed it in some pink kind of velvety fibers and used some push pins that I found that I cut the pin part off the back and adhered to the 4 corners. Some little plastic flowers that I found at CVS and some tiny little plastic crystals in the middle. I'm not sure if you can see them. I added a guitar paper clip to the middle because I thought that gave it a little something more, and 3 more of the flowers with the crystals up the top. And you can tuck little tags inside, and I did make one for this page with a crown on it and a little jewel at the top. So that's the second page. The third page, I tried something a little different, and a while back I got a grab bag from Fire Mountain Gems, and I didn't know everything that I was going to be getting, but one of the things that I got were a bunch of these little metal pieces. And at the time, I had no idea what they were for, and I finally put them to use. And I added little rhinestones inside, and then attached some fishing line to it to mimic a guitar. I attached it in the end with a 3-hole jewelry adapter, and covered the hot glue with some rhinestone trim. This is another piece I found at CVS, a little plastic square, and I think that came out pretty well, and then you can tuck the tags inside, and I just made 2 tags to go with it, and added a little binder clip with a guitar end to this one, and they just slide right in. And since I'm showing a video, of course they're not going to stay, but normally they do stay. The next page, okay, I just dropped something and I have no idea what it was. But the next page, I kept the tags more simple, didn't add any jewels or anything to them, but I did make a pocket to tuck them into, and I trimmed it with a little iridescent sparkly lace with the rhinestone trim from the last page going on top of it. I made, with the same lace, a flower that I edged in a hot pink Sharpie. And you remember those rings from Halloween that the dollar store had? I took one of them, cut the ring part off, used the Sharpie to color it pink, and placed it in the middle. Added some pink feathers and a little bit of the, I forget what these are called, sprays from the wedding section. And that's that page. Next page, I made 2 tulle flowers, and I edged this in, this is actually hand painted. The middle was also white, but I hand painted it with some of my homemade glimmer mists, added a bead trim down the middle, put some random stars, star blings on some of the bigger stars on the page, and then I made this a pocket to hold this little book, which I hope I made that girly enough for her, but it gives lots of places for photos on both sides, and journaling on the back, and that just slides right in. So I tried to keep them simple, but not too simple. The next page, this one is probably the simplest page I have, because I didn't want to block this book, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But I made a pocket, added some bling with my iRock tool, and then this little book that comes out, I made with, do you know those mini CDs? I think they're used for computers, and sometimes you can find them for music. These are the little sleeves, the little plastic sleeves that they come with. So I cut some paper, slid them in, and I actually used the open edge is where I put the holes, because I didn't want anything that she put in there to slide out. And these are actually bird marker rings from an animal feed store, and I just wrapped those in there so she can take those off very easily and fill this with whatever she wants, and then she won't have to worry about all the pictures falling out, and there's lots of pages for her to fill with pictures. So, and the last one just slides right into the pocket, and that's that page. The next page, I took some of this felted paper from the kit, cut around the felting, and turned that into a pocket. I also found these cute a set of 3 guitar erasers, and I actually used one to stamp the image on the edge. Added a strip of paper to give it a little something, and made 2 of these tags to go into it for pictures and journaling. Let's see. The next page, I did the same pocket that I've been doing on the rest, but I did it just slightly different. I cut it in a V because I wanted it to be a much larger tag, because I have been giving her spaces for photos and journaling, but they've been fairly small, and I wanted to give her something a little bit bigger. I cut this out myself and added it to the top as a pull. I trimmed around the edge of the pocket with this 2-shade blue and green fiber. It's loop fiber, so I put the loops in. A paper clip that has a little 8-ball on it. And although it just got a little bit smushed, let me just fix that. I made some aluminum tape roses and put them clustered in a set of 3. Hold on just a second. This happened when I dropped the book. There we go. some aluminum tape roses that I made edged in hot pink and clustered together. I took a mini domino, stamped a swirl on it, and added some bling and tucked that in as kind of a rock version or graffiti version of a leaf. So the last page, this one is a little different, and most people will not recognize what I used to make this, and I will show you. Let me just get one out. I have a baby, and we bought her some wipes that were a plastic bag with one of these that opens to get the wipes out. I decided to pull a couple off and use them in my scrapbook, and it's still sticky on the back. So what I did was I inked it up with Roughly, so some of the purple showed through, because it's her favorite color, although there isn't any in this paper pack. Roughly with my StazOn ink pad. Then I went over it with some of my Mod Podge, added some paper, blinged the edges, made one of my little pendant, added that as the opening, and then inside I covered one edge with paper to give her a spot to put picture or journaling, and then I took a die cut skull and crossbones, glittered the skull, and made two little tags to slide behind them. So that gave her a little extra room for photos as well. And I took one of the crocheted flowers that I had and inked around it in pink and used one of the push pins for the center. I inked two leaves that I had in a light sparkly green and used glitter for the design around the edges. And the last page I left blank and I just signed it, but I love the paper so much that I just left it the way it was. So that is my first finished mini, and this one came a lot easier than the unfinished one, so I'm very happy with it. I hope she likes it as much as I liked making it, and this one's going to be very hard to give up. But let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, ask away. Bye.